Alright, everybody, welcome back to Red Embrace. I just want to start by saying that I am sick again. This time it's not a cold, though, it's lung inflammation, so yay for me, but I am fine. We're gonna play this, so let's get into it. Let's go on down to that cliffhanger I left you on, because I like leaving you guys on cliffhangers. It makes me happy. Is that weird? How sadistic of you, Carrie. Ugh. Okay. Puzzled, I start to open my mouth to ask what's so important about accepting someone's bite. But at that moment, Dom presses his face towards mine. Oh. Another kiss. Woo! Well, I guess it wasn't a kiss last time. It was blood-sucking, but same difference. It takes me a second to realize that his cool, soft lips are smashed against my own. But it takes even less time for me to realize that I don't mind, not one bit. Sorry. Ow, that hurt my chest. I curl my arms around Dom, pressing back tenderly into the kiss. He pulls me down against him with an overwhelming rush of passion. Everything about you drives me wild. Your scent, your kindness, your pretty face, all of it. Aw, he thinks I'm pretty. Dom breathes those low words against my skin, quickly sealing my lips again with another fierce, hungry kiss. His tongue insistently presses its way forward, and I let it tease inside my mouth, sliding along my own. There's a sweetly smoky taste on his breath, tingling my senses delightfully as our tongues dance and twirl together. Dom. I let out a soft whisper when his hand slips under my shirt, drifting across my skin. When he captures my bottom lip between his fangs and playfully nips it, a delicious tingle shoots down my spine, and I clutch onto him tighter. In those beautifully clear blue eyes, there's a heated glimmer that watches me longingly. If only that gaze was fixed on me forever. Aw. You're so warm, every inch of you. He purrs out with a mixture of awe and delight, his cool fingers tracing up and down my spine. They explore all the curves and dips of my body, teasing around my hips, sleeping around to my chest. Should I make the noises obnoxiously weird again? Sorry, my chest hurts, so I can't. Well, what good is body heat if there's no one to share it with? I close my eyes, drowning in the sweetness of his tongue, tracing the corners of my lips, while those large, gentle hands caress my entire figure. This rush of excitement, it's not just from physical stimulation. It's a deep and comforting warmth, as if every ounce of tension's gone from my body. I feel like I can entrust every part of myself to Dom, like I don't need to keep any secrets or hold anything back. Please stay with me, Sasuke. Sorry, I named him Sasuke, and now every time I say it, it cracks me up. Dom whispers against my lips, his words so soft that I can barely hear them. But the pleading tremble in his voice makes my chest ache, and I nuzzle against his cheek affectionately. I will, Dom, no matter what happens. Aw. Dominic. Dominic, don't make me sad, bro. He heatedly kisses me again as soon as I reply, like he's desperate to seal my promise into an unbreakable bond. I squeeze my arms around his neck, wanting to reassure him that I don't plan on letting him go anytime soon. Back off, Rex. Haha, loophole. The rest of the night becomes a blur after that, filled with so much passion that I can barely keep up. Finally, I drift off to sleep, intoxicated by Dom's scent and the comforting embrace of his arms. The only thought in my mind is a desperate hope for this to last forever. And a prayer that I'll be strong enough to make the right choice. Oh, okay. I was like, do I need to click again? Sometimes it does that weird thing where it's like the thinky dots. I roll over in my bed, trying to curl up against Dom. Is he gone? Gasp. He's not here? Oh, you did leave your curtains open. When I sit up straight, I realize that sunlight streaming faintly in through my apartment window. No sign of Dom, either. He must have left before dawn. Shit. The memories of last night flood back when an ache runs through my body. He is a monster in some ways, I'll give him that. Jeez, Dominic, calm down. I need to go to work or something. The sheets are gonna need to be changed. I'll do it later. I do it, immediately. They need to be washed. I roll out of bed and put on some coffee before settling down to work, all while wearing a happily sleep-deprived smile. Are we doing some writing? Sweet. As I write, though, my mind keeps drifting between Dom and Bishop. The mood of the words I type grows steadily darker, like it's mirroring the uncertainty in my heart. I have to keep myself from turning my lighthearted romance commissions into horror stories. That'd be bad for business. I mean, I don't know. Why don't you throw some horror in there and see what happens? I mean, like, fuck it, right? The worst they can say is no. Even as night draws close and I head out on my way to work, I keep nervously weighing Bishop's offer in my head. How the hell am I supposed to make a decision like this in one day? He gave me that ultimatum yesterday, so I guess he'll come seek me out tonight. The very thought sends shivers down my spine. Bishop isn't outright aggressive like Rex, but he's 10 times more unsettling and radiates that frigid, intimidating aura that makes it hard to think straight. And he's also a drama queen. You saw how he did the whole vanishing into the shadows. I expected bats. Clearly, he's not as cool as Dracula. Damn it. There's no easy way out of this, is there? I mean, you can make a steak. Sorry. Don't go murdering the vampires, Sasuke. Coffee? Sure, coming right up. I put on a forced grin as I take a customer's order. Poor Sasuke. He's just stuck in the middle of all this shit. When I start brewing a fresh pot, my mind flashes back when Dom first came to this rundown place. The way he seemed so confused about what to do. I guess that happened if your diet doesn't normally include anything except blood, huh? I think that was the moment I really started to fall head over heels for him and his cute, quiet ways. He's like a puppy. He really is. He's like, oh, I'm so broody. And it's like, oh, look at him. I have to do it. I mutter unconsciously to myself as I pour the black liquid into an empty mug. I have to accept Bishop's offer. I won't leave Dom alone. My determination grows stronger and stronger as my shift continues, and by closing time, I feel grimly confident. Why is Dom not showing up, though? He usually always walks through the door right now. Did he get delayed? I lean against the counter to wait, drumming my fingers impatiently on the grimy surface. But as time goes on and there's no sign of Dom, a foreboding feeling sinks in my chest. Dom. Damn it, something must have happened to him. What if he's injured? Or what if he's trying to avoid me? That doesn't seem like him, but... The warehouse. If he's not here, then that's the only other place he could be. Grabbing my keys, I rush out of the diner, only barely remembering to lock the door behind me. What if he just accidentally locks some people inside? They're like, let me out. It's like, nah, next week, bro. I dash down the empty street, tearing my way towards the warehouse as fast as I can. Please be all right. Please be all right. Repeating those words like a prayer, I run down the dark alleys as a cold sweat breaks out on my back. Finally, I arrive at the warehouse and frantically tear inside. Dom? Dom, are you Sasuke! Oh, he's hurt. Oh, Sasuke. Sasuke, help. I tripped. A pained voice calls out to me and I freeze in my tracks. What if he did trip? Ah, you're late. I'm glad that you can make it regardless. Oh, it's Bishop again. You can just say Bishop. We know what he sounds like now. No. Bishop steps from the shadows like the drama queen he is, approaching me with long purposeful steps. Bishop? What's happening? Dude, no. Two large, heavily built men are holding Dom in place, grasping onto his arms. He struggles in their grip, but even his powerful physique is no match for two vampires. Their fang grins gives that much away. I believe I explained this already, but our beloved Dominic here was very knowingly breaking the rules of our coven by playing around with a mortal. He was evidently planning to escape with you tonight, despite being fully aware of the agreement we discussed. Bishop grasped my chin with a cold hand, forcing me to turn away from Dom and look up at him instead. You didn't think I'd let him get away without proper punishment, did you? No, please. I'll do whatever you want, just let him go. I stare pleadingly into those blood-red eyes, trying to fight off the crushing aura that surrounds Bishop. Is that so? Well, I might be persuaded to release him. His voice drops a little, taking on a hint of a provocative growl. Provided you accept my offer, and let me be the one to turn you. Ooh, I already told Dominic I wouldn't do that. Dominic seems to catch Bishop's low words, and he starts to struggle even harder, gritting his teeth together furiously. No, Sasuke, don't listen to him. You can't. You'll turn into... One of the men holding Dom abruptly kicks his stomach, causing his words to turn into a gasp of pain. Don't interrupt, Dominic. I thought I taught you better manners than that. This is a matter between myself and our lovely Sasuke here, and I believe you forfeited your right to have a say in the matter. After scolding Dom in a quiet, taunting voice, Bishop turns towards me, waiting for my answer with an expectant smirk. Oh, okay, I have no other choice. I'll do anything to help Dom. There's only one way I can help Dom. I'll let Bishop turn me and maybe he'll let Dom go, or I'll gain powers that I can use to free him. Fine. I accept. Sorry, Dominic, you're gonna kick your fucking shit into the ground if I don't. Biting my lip, I nod reluctantly at Bishop, whose eyes light up with clear satisfaction. Wonderful. I knew you had excellent judgment, Sasuke. I'm glad it won't go to waste. Bishop pulls me into his arms, tilting my head back to expose my neck. Sasuke, you can't. Let him go, Bishop, or I'll... Dom, don't worry. I murmur under my breath as I close my eyes, allowing Bishop to embrace me. His lips brush over my skin, but I block out the sensation, trying to think of Dom instead. Now, just relax. Soft, hypnotic words purr into my ear, and all tension leaves my body. A moment of unnatural silence passes. And then... a splitting agony runs through me. It starts out as overwhelming pain, but gradually it begins to subside. Bit by bit, as Bishop drains my blood, a tingle of pleasure courses along my spine. I start to lose consciousness, succumbing to the hot, delightful sensations that make me feel numb and lightheaded. And just before I completely black out, open your mouth, drink. Drops of something sweet and metallic fall onto my tongue. It tastes amazing. I can feel it pumping through my veins, bringing me back. The hunger. It's so strong. It's aching, burning. Like I'm going to burst if I don't feed. Yeah, I've got red eyes now. Sweet. My own ragged breathing echoes in my ears. This is what you wanted, isn't it, Dominic? No. No. A distant cry, but more importantly, a delicious scent, sweeter than anything I've ever smelled before. I want it. Sasuke, no. So red, so sweet. I drink and drink, feeling the body go limp in my hands. How admirable, my new perfect creation. A hand gently strokes the back of my head, but I ignore it, instead focusing on draining every last drop. Once you're tamed, you'll make for a lovely addition indeed, although it's a shame you lost your wits after all. The hunger subsides a little. The corpse of a tall man in a dark jacket lies before my feet. But I'm still hungry. I want more. More. I want to drain the whole world dry. There's a hole inside me now, and I don't think it will ever be filled. That's right. I'm missing something, aren't I? No. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters anymore except the hunger. More and more and more. Until the whole world is dyed a wonderful, painful red. Uh-oh. Dominic, go slap the pit. What? What happened? What? Oh, was that one of the endings? No! That's not good. Okay, we gotta get a better one than that. That sounds dangerous. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That sounds bad. Okay, we're gonna go back and try to get something different, because I don't like that. I'm sorry, Dominic. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's start over. Cause yeah, I don't, I don't like that. That was a not okay ending. So apparently this one is called Frenzy. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna start over. Cause I didn't like that. I didn't like that. We're still gonna be Sasuke, by the way. We're gonna fast forward through what we've already done though. Yeah. Ash, no. Only Sasuke. I keep hoping I'll spell his name wrong at some point. Okay, we're gonna go greet him politely. Because last time I think we asked what he wanted. I think. Yeah, we'll greet him politely this time. Putting on my most welcoming smile, I slide the menu onto the table. Hello, sir. Can I get you anything tonight? A Coke, burger, milkshake? Maybe I did this one last time. I don't know. He's like, what? Someone's talking to me. The man blinks at me, looking taken aback by my words. Did I say something strange? Oh no, this is the one I picked last time, but whatever. I didn't think I was being too friendly, but maybe I should have acted more casually? Maybe? Just coffee. Murmuring a response under his breath, he finally averts his gaze from my face. His voice is low and husky, not unpleasant, but it makes him sound a bit older than he looks. Why does he seem so tense? I wonder if there's a reason why he's acting all gloomy or if this is just his normal self. Coffee it is then. I'll be right back. I turn to head back towards the kitchen, wondering if this guy will ever leave a tip. Will even leave a tip. Before I can so much as take a step, a hand grabs my shirt, tugging me back. Help? Flustered, I quickly glance over my shoulder at the strange man, who narrows his eyes at me. Has anyone else come in here tonight? A man in a leather jacket with a tattoo on his cheek. He murmurs under his breath, staring at me so intensely that I swallow a nervous lump in my throat. Troy, this would be a great time for you to walk out of the kitchen. Help? I want to get a drink, guys. I got coffee, so, I'm already ahead of Dominic. No one like that's come in here tonight. Why? He's like, no reasons. I'll just take a coffee. He sinks back against the seat cushions at my reply, tightly balling one hand into a fist. After a moment, he pulls a cigarette from his pocket and clenches it between his teeth. The flame from his lighter briefly flickers in his bright blue eyes, a guilty look flashing over his face. Sorry. I'll get out of here. Muttering quietly, he starts to push himself out of the booth. But I shove my arm out to stop him. He's like, whoa, and I'm like, At least wait until you finish your coffee. It's pretty rude to come into a diner and leave without ordering anything, after all. He's a weird customer, but I'm kind of curious about why he's so uneasy. And this is the most interesting thing that's happened on any of my shifts, too. He's like, alright. The man hesitates, studying me with a suspicious look. Maybe he thinks I'm teamed up with this leather jacket guy he's all worked up about. They must really have a history. You have no idea. Calm him down. I shake my head a little, letting out a patient sigh. Don't worry, I have no clue who Mr. Tattoo Face is. But my boss would get mad at me if I didn't ask a customer to stay, so why don't you stick around? He's like, this guy's nice. What's happening? He pauses for a moment longer, and his blue eyes burn into me searchingly, as if he's trying to read my true intentions. But finally he lowers himself back into the booth, giving a reluctant nod. I'll get that coffee then. Don't run away while I'm gone. Right. I turn around and he's gone. He's like, uh-huh. With that, I hurry towards the kitchen, setting up a pot of fresh coffee to brew. Troy's on his phone chatting away with his new girlfriend, so I can't ask him if he knows this guy in the booth. He's like, I don't fucking know, dude. He's a strange customer, even for this hour, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. I don't want to play therapist or anything, but part of me wants to ask what he's brooding about. Would he tell a stranger, though? Yeah, 'cause you're a hot stranger, okay? You're pretty. When the coffee's done, I grab the cup and head back to the booth, cream and sugar tucked under my free arm. To my surprise, the man is still there. He was staring off into space before, but when I get close, his head jerks towards me. Thanks. He mumbles awkwardly, pulling a cigarette from his lips and snuffing it out in the ashtray. No problem. I set the coffee along with the cream and sugar down in front of him. But he just sort of blankly stares at the table, as if he's not sure what to do. Do you, want me to mix it in for you? The cream and sugar, that is. He's like, yes. My offer makes his eyes widen, but after a brief pause, he stiffly nods. Has this guy never had coffee before? Huh, well, I don't really mind, even though it's been a long time since a customer asked me to do this. I grab the cream and pour some into the cup, stirring until the dark liquid turns into a pretty caramel shade. After mixing in a couple spoons of sugar, I pushed the coffee towards him expectantly. Okay, so yeah, this is just me doing his coffee. Yeah. One second. Sorry, I'm looking at something real quick. Sorry, I had to look at something. Okay. It's not French press, but it's not poison either. Go on. He's like, okay. He takes the cup and lifts it to his lips, looking unsure of himself. After a long sip, he blinks, and a surprised light washes over his face. It's sweet. Oh, did I put too much sugar in? I can get you another cup if you'd... No, it's fine. I like it. To my shock, the man's lips actually curl in a small smile. It makes him seem a lot less intimidating, and a look in his clear blue eyes softens a little. He's seriously an oddball. Odd, but kind of charming in his own weird way. Okay, we're gonna save this here, and we're gonna try to get a better ending this time, because, I didn't like that one at all. Last one was bad. No, thank you. Alright. Let's go save. Save, 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 save. Boom. There we go. We did it. But, yeah, I love this game. That was bad. Bishop's a dick. Fuck that guy. He's gonna catch these fucking hands at some point. No, I love this game a lot. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. We're gonna try and get a different route. We're gonna keep romancing Dominic until we get the very happy ending, because I refuse to let anything bad happen to my sweet boy or to Sasuke. So we're gonna try very hard. Alright. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!